And we are live. Oh, let me put this on. There we go. You may be able to hear me better with this. This is my first official live Facebook challenge for myself. I'm also simultaneously streaming on Instagram. So I decided to just take a big chunk out of this and what the heck, throw all caution to the wind and let her go. So we are live on Facebook and live on Instagram. So if you have to leave us on Facebook, you can head over to my Instagram account, which is at @ChrisJohnson_IFBB Pro. So today we're going to talk about Up and Estro-Free because these are two new products that Advanced Genetics has come out with. But before we do that, I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Tracy Underhill and her new cookbook. It's called Feeling Full and Balanced. I'll show you over here to Instagram as well. So it's pretty cool. Now, I actually bought this book, so there's no paid advertisement here. However, if anyone would like to have me do a little shout out for them, and you want to send me something, as long as I think it's pretty cool, I would definitely do that. So, we've got 4 viewers. Everyone can hear me okay? Can you hear me okay on the Instagram? Well, let's hope so. I certainly hope so. If you can't, just send a message and say, hey, I can't hear you. Please change something, and I'll do that. I have to look at that green light on my laptop for Facebook. I have to forget that. It's difficult. You always want to just look at yourself and see what's going on. Make sure you don't have a boogie or something. And there we are on Instagram. All right, so one of the things I really like about this book, I only got it on Friday. Oh, great, Zoe, thank you. I only got it on Friday, so I haven't had a chance to read through it. However, I did flip to the shakes, and I have to say, the smoothies and shakes section, and this is pretty good. I'm going to share with you 2 recipes very quick before we get underway. One is called Sugar Spice Cookie. It calls for 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, 1 cup of coconut milk and ice, a pinch of pumpkin pie spice, a shake of nutmeg, a dash of pure vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of cinnamon or more if necessary. So this sounds delicious. And the great thing I like about all these recipes, is that they use all natural ingredients, right? It only calls for the vanilla protein powder. That's it. Now, I don't really have anything against all these really over-flavored protein powders and stuff out there, but you do have to keep in mind that when you get into a lot of artificial stuff, it is going to play with your gut bacteria, right? So keep that in mind. If you're using a lot of shakes, plus a lot of like pre-workouts and all this other stuff that has artificial sweeteners in it, eventually that's going to catch up with you and it's going to cause some disruption in your gut flora. So this is why I like this, because this is all natural ingredients. Then you can use a great protein. Yes, this is a product plug, of course. Military Whey, New Zealand whey protein. Stevia sweetened. There for Instagram people. And you just use vanilla or chocolate. And that's actually all we offer is vanilla and chocolate. And those are all natural. No additives or anything. So you can go crazy with that stuff. And then just add some natural stuff. So if you want pumpkin pie protein shake, for example. Oh, good. Thanks for all the feedback. People let me know you can hear me, so that's good. Pumpkin pie, 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, a 1/4 cup canned pumpkin, a cup of unsweetened vanilla or chocolate almond milk and ice, pumpkin pie spice and stevia to taste, 2 tablespoons of pecans or almonds. That sounds delicious. So that, once again, is Feeling Full and Balanced by Tracy Underhill. So check that out. Lots of cool cooking ideas in there for you. Now we're going to get on to talking about Shape Up and Estro-Free. So we're going to start with Estro-Free, my friends. And this is a really cool product. First off, why did we even come out with an AG Army Girl line? Well, the truth is men and women can use many of the same supplements and get many of the same results. Well, different results based on different things, but you're going to get the similar results from the supplements that you take, what they're intended for. However, in some cases, there are times when a supplement should only be taken by a guy and a supplement should not necessarily only be taken by a girl or only taken by a guy. I guess I have to go back on what I just said. But the results, they can be formulated specifically for a gender to work better in a man or a woman. So this is why we came out with Estro-Free. Hold it up so you can see it. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that's going to look backwards to you or not. Hopefully not. There you go. Oh, Instagram. So Estro-Free was really the number one product I wanted to make for women, because this is a healthy product for women to take throughout the year. What it does is it balances healthy estrogen levels, and it gets rid of the bad estrogens. This is the xenoestrogens, and these are the estrogens that you are exposed to through common everyday practices, also through things like makeup, shampoos, plastics, foods, deodorants. All these things we're exposed to these xenoestrogens, and this helps get rid of that. Now, I don't want to scare anybody, and I don't want to get all, that's not what we want to do. There's no fear tactics here. But these are the things that can cause cancer over time, right? So we don't want these in our body. So this will help. I can't make a claim that it's going to help get rid of things that cause cancer. I don't think I can make that claim. But it will get rid of xenoestrogens. So this is a really good product to take. It also has an ingredient that helps with healthy hair, skin, and nails. So helps with hair, skin, and nails. So this is something I think most women and guys are concerned with. So this is a product to check out. Now, we do have another product that kind of gets confused a little bit with Estro-Free, I think. We've had some questions anyway. And this is our Testdex product, which is our testosterone boosting anti-aromatase, anti-estrogen product. So some people say, hey, look, what's the difference between the two? Because we have recommended Testdex for women before, usually for contest prep, the last 4 to 8 weeks before contest prep. Now this reduces estrogen levels completely. So this is reducing all estrogen, good and bad, which helps with getting rid of some of that like stubborn lower body fat when we're talking about women especially. So it's really, really super effective for taking for contest prep. Estro-Free, on the other hand, balances estrogen levels and just gets rid of the bad estrogen. So that's the big difference. Jason Green, one of our athletes, actually made a post recently on Instagram saying that men could use Estro-Free too, and they certainly can. But this one it's specifically made for women. So that is that in a nutshell. If you have any questions as we go along, feel free to ask them. Cora, yes, it is a must product. I think it's a really good health product to take, the Estro-Free. Now we're going to get into Shape Up. And I have to say that this product can also be used by men and women. Oh, Andrea, thank you for that. We're going to hide that. This is all new to me, by the way. Andrea Thomas just said she's actually had some really good feedback on the Estro-Free from one of her clients, saying that it has greatly reduced, I think it was hot flashes, if memory serves me correctly, that she was having, and it greatly reduced her hot flash, and now she feels quite normal. So the product does work, and we're getting lots of really good feedback already. It's only been out for 3 weeks, I think. Maybe two or 3 weeks. It's just landing in stores now across Canada. Sandra asked, is this a 1 capsule a day? Yes, it's just a 1 time a day. So it's super easy to take. There's 30 capsules in there. That's a full month's supply. So just 1 capsule a day. It doesn't really matter when you take it. Just try to take it at the same time every day. And that's all you need to do for that guy. So yeah, feel free to ask these questions as we go along. I'll backtrack. I have no problem going back and forth here a little bit as needed. So shave up. So what I was getting into, this is we call this the woman's fat loss system, and it is more of a system than just a fat burner. It will, of course, burn fat through all the normal mechanisms by increasing core body temperature, by metabolizing fats better for energy, and also reducing appetite. However, it also helps with carbohydrate metabolism, and that's what makes it a little different than some of the other fat burners out there. Now, the biggest question I get is, how does it make you feel, and how does it compare to F10? F10, of course, being one of our flagship products. There's F10. There's Shape Up for everyone watching on the Instagrams. So how does it compare to F10? Well, strength-wise, I would say it's about 1.5 capsules of F10. So if you've been taking the F10 and you take 1 capsule, usually twice a day, you're going to find that the Shape Up is just a tiny bit stronger than 1 capsule, but not as strong as 2 capsules. So if you're up to the 2 capsule twice a day dose on the F10, stick with that probably. Or when you cycle off, when you take a couple weeks off, then you'll be ready for the Shape Up. You just need to give your body a little bit time to readjust to the stimulant portion of the product. But that gives you an idea of, and I actually took Shape Up this morning. So once again, even though this is made for women, guys can actually use it too. There's nothing in there. There's no like estrogen or any weird stuff like that that's going to turn you into a girl. So you can definitely take it. I take it. I actually really like it. I find it's like a really well-dosed product for myself. So the Shape Up, Zoe, is taking 1 capsule up to twice a day. So 1 capsule twice a day. I would recommend taking it first thing in the morning when you wake up, and then 4 hours later. I don't like to take stimulants past 3 p.m. for me personally, even though I don't necessarily feel wired when I go to bed. If it's still in my system, I'll notice it and I won't be able to sleep very well. Does the Shape Up make your heart go crazy? This is for Shani Nicole 7 on Instagram. It really depends on your sensitivity to caffeine. Now it has 200 milligrams or 195 milligrams of caffeine per capsule. So if you're super, super sensitive to caffeine, it could make your heart beat a little bit faster. But it's not like crazy stimulants. It's not like a methamphetamine, caffeine, ephedrine type stack. And it doesn't drop you either, which is, I really like it because I find that it keeps me energized for about 4 or 5 hours. So it doesn't overstimulate me, but it's a really good question. If you are super, super sensitive to stimulants, then maybe I'd say go for the F10 and just take 1 capsule and try that out. All right, so Zoe asks, should Shape Up be taken on an empty stomach? I do like to take Shape Up on an empty stomach, at least always before you eat and never after. The reason why is I've experimented myself, and whenever I take supplement after I eat, I find that it just gets watered down with all the food and I don't feel it. So obviously it's not, it's getting mixed in with the food and not getting absorbed properly. So take it on an empty stomach. Yes, you can take it like, half an hour before you eat, or you can even take it right before you eat. I actually find that that works just as well most times. So I would take it if I was doing fasted cardio. I'd take it before fasted cardio. If I was, just using it for energy. Now I'm in Ayurvedic medicine, I'm known as a kapha pitta, which means basically I need a little kick in the ass to get started in the day. And I found the Shape Up really gives me a good little boost. So I really like to use it just for energy purposes as well. And the fat burning for me is just an added bonus. All right, so Shape Up. Oh, look at that. We covered my next topic without me even putting up the little blurb there. Isn't that cool? Oh, Sonia. Thank you, Sonia. You don't feel any sweat when doing cardio. Well, Sonia, if you don't feel Shape Up, then I'd have to say and you sweat a little more when doing cardio. Well, that's good. You should definitely feel something. And if you don't feel something, there could be a few different reasons for that. One is, do you take other stimulants during the day? You're drinking coffee as well? Because if that's the case, you may need to take a little break from all stimulants. For me, when I take a fat burner, that's my only stimulant during the day. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink energy drinks. If I'm taking a pre-workout, then I'll only take the fat burner once, say like first thing in the morning, and not again. So I'll take a pre-workout. So that's how I limit my stimulants. Really, they say the cap for most people is 400 milligrams a day of caffeine. You do not want to go over that during the day. Now, all of us are probably a little bit guilty of. Thanks, Paul. Probably a lot of us are guilty of going a little bit over that 400 milligrams, especially when we do take pre-workouts and things like that. But it's best to limit it. So when you're taking a fat burner, for example, then switch to decaf or something, or take the fat burner at the same time you drink your decaf coffee, and then at least you'll still be doing the decaf. Or still be doing the whole motion of drinking coffee, because that's usually what it is. It's more just like a tradition or a habit. So switch to that, take your fat burner, and then you're going to still get the same good lift. Justin, well, I think we have the hats on sale on our website, so check it out, agarmy.com. And that's also where you can get hoodies as well. Somebody asked earlier on Instagram, so yeah, check it out, agarmy.com. Yeah, so there we go. Sonia said she drinks coffee twice a day and a pre-workout before the gym. Plus she's taking Shape Up twice a day. So Sonia, if you don't mind me being so bold to offer a suggestion, but I would, and I know it's going to be difficult, but I would take at least 5 days off of all stimulants. That includes coffee, fat burners, pre-workouts, and everything. So at least 5 days. Let your system have a time to reset, and then you're going to be able to feel the products again working. Now, you may notice on the first day you're going to feel kind of crappy. You're going to have a headache, and you're going to really want to have that coffee or something really badly. If you do find you're really super uncomfortable, then just have one coffee to start the day, and just be mindful the rest of the day not to have any. So that's kind of like weaning yourself off. And if you do wean yourself off, that means just take an extra few days to go off. So instead of taking 5 days cold turkey, maybe go 7 or 8 days, weaning off maybe a coffee, whatever keeps you sane, and then try to go those at least 5 days with absolutely nothing. And I think you're going to find that things, you start feeling it again. Okay. And you're very welcome. My pleasure. DL says that caffeine makes her bounce off the walls. Yes, it can if you're super sensitive to caffeine, and that that's not a bad thing to be sensitive to caffeine. Once again, depending on your goals or whatever you're trying to do, you can do everything with diet and nutrition alone. These things just kind of make the process a little easier, and a lot of cases, a lot more manageable. Because dieting on just exercise and nutrition is very difficult. So getting to point A to point B a little bit quicker is the point of what supplements do. Let's see. Just kind of going through the questions. Well, it was a little off topic. DL Johnson is asking for my thoughts on branched chain amino acids. But heck, why not? I love questions, and if that's what you want to know the answer to, then I will answer it. Branched chains serve a particular purpose. What they do is they help hinder muscle breakdown during exercise. And that's basically exactly what they do. So it makes sense to take branched chains while you're training. However, I prefer to take essential amino acids over branched chain amino acids. And the simple reason is because branched chain amino acids are only 3 amino acids. They are 3 of the 8 essential amino acids. And you need all essential amino acids in order to increase muscle mass. That is why we eat protein. Protein is made up of essential and non-essential amino acids. So by getting rid of all the non-essential amino acids, those are the amino acids that we do not need to take in our diet because our body can construct them on their own, and leaving you with the essential amino acids, that is what our product Ammo 8 consists of, are these essential amino acids with a little bit more leucine in it to be even more anabolic than regular essential amino acids. So, like, to summarize very quickly, branched chains are great, but essential amino acids are better. They'll actually help you build real muscle mass versus just kind of staving off muscle breakdown during exercise. Cora, is there anything in the Estro-Free that you couldn't have in you before a surgery? I think it's always good to go off all supplements a few days before surgery. I don't think there's anything specifically in there that would cause any complications during your surgery. There's no like blood thinners or anything like that. But it is always a good idea, a couple days to just go off everything. It's not like you're going to get sick or anything by stopping taking multivitamins or greens. Greens I prefer over multivitamins, by the way, or and stimulants as well. Probably a good idea to, at least a day before you go in to not take those. Down. All right, what are we at here? 123. Shannon asks, how much for the Shape Up? The Shape Up is $49.99. And that's for a full month supply. That's if you're taking 2 capsules twice a day, full month supply. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there that only take 1 capsule once a day, to be perfectly honest, in which case it lasts you 2 months. So, where can you get an AG hoodie, Shani? You can actually get it at the same place. You can get these fantastic hats. I think we only have the hats left, though, in... I think it's large, extra large. So we have a good assortment, but just large, extra large left. And we have hoodies as well. We actually got a bunch of pullovers in. They're really super soft and comfortable. You have to check out what sizes we have there because things go pretty fast. And we don't, we're not a clothing company, so we don't keep tons and tons of stock in clothes. And we also switch it up quite often. So make sure you're checking in as often as you can. Okay, so Marty says, what are some good foods that have the highest forms of protein? Has a hard time eating 5 meals a day. Well, foods that have lots of protein, I mean, beef, eggs, chicken. I eat a ton of different meats because I find that I can become very sensitive to proteins very quickly and develop intolerances. So I eat all kinds of weird stuff. I eat rabbit and emu and kangaroo, which reminds me, just this morning or yesterday, we found that our deep freeze died. So that was like a little source of stress because we have about $600 worth of exotic meats in there. But fortunately, it stayed frozen overnight, and we made it to Costco this morning and picked up a new one, and they're so great to us. They actually took care of us really, really well out there. So it's actually plugged in and cooling as we speak, so I'll be able to put all that meat in there, and we've got the meat, a lot of it sitting outside right now. Also, Marty, if you're having a tough time eating 5 meals a day and getting your protein intake in, which is roughly, I recommend about 1 gram to 1.5 grams per pound of lean body weight, you can supplement with the Ammo8. I wish I had a bottle here to show it to you. It looks kind of like this kind of bottle, but it says Ammo8 there instead of Athlete Superfood. 5 grams of Ammo8 is equivalent to 15 grams of protein, and the scoops are only small. It's a 5-gram scoop. So to get an extra 30 grams of protein a day, you'd only have to take 2 little scoops of it. So it makes it really convenient. And as far as intolerances go, chances are a lot less that you'll develop an intolerance to an amino acid supplement rather than an actual protein food. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Sonia with a question. Can you confirm if we should or not mix battle juice with Ammo8? Well, you don't need to put any Ammo8 into your battle juice because it's already got Ammo8 in there. That's the essential amino acid formula that's in the battle juice. This is a battle juice, by the way, folks. This is our intra-workout. Show it to Instagram first. This is one of the products I'm most proud of. I love it. Intra-workout nutrition is one of the things, and we'll probably do a live video on intra-workout nutrition all by itself because it's a really important topic. But it's been shown scientifically to be extremely effective for building muscle mass. And it's really the new, well, a lot of people have known about it for a long time, but intra-workout nutrition is more important than post-workout nutrition. Everyone used to think post-workout was the magic window where you can become anabolic and start recovering faster, turn on protein synthesis. It's actually intra-workout is key. So proper intra-workout nutrition is very important, and the battle juice makes it super easy because it's got everything in there that you need. If you're on a super low carb restricted diet, then you can just use the Ammo8 instead. And some people really like Sonia to go a little further. Some people like to use a lot of essential amino acids in their product because sometimes it's a confusion thing because some people think it's like branched chains where you do have to take a lot because you have to take at least 12 grams of branched chain amino acids if you're going to use that intra-workout. Whereas with the Ammo8, 7.5 grams, 5 to 7.5 grams is plenty. So some people think that they need to add more Ammo8 to their battle juice than they actually really require. So I think that's where you see a lot of people adding it, but it's not necessary. All right, folks, let's see. Is there anything else that I needed to cover today? That's my name. If you have any other questions about Shape Up, Estro-Free, or any of our other products, or if you have any training questions, nutrition questions at all, please feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them for you. We're going to sign off here in about a minute. And pretty good turnout, actually. I'm really pleased with today's turnout. So I think we're going to do this Sunday. I'm going to do it as often as I can Sunday at 1 o'clock. It seems like a really good time. Thanks, Anya. I will. I appreciate it. Our next weekend is we will be at the PEI Provincials in Charlottetown, New Brunswick. Sorry, Charlottetown, New Brunswick. Did I just say that? Really? Man, I'm glad I'm signing off soon. I'm starting to lose it. Charlottetown, PEI, Prince Edward Island, next weekend. We'll have a booth there. So if you're in the area, please come by and say hello. And then I think it's the fall. Oh, shame on me. But within the next couple of weeks after that, we have the NSA BBVA provincial championships here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And then the Atlantics are soon after that, which is in Moncton, New Brunswick at the casino, which is always a really good time. So we're going to be there as well. Hey, you're welcome, Darianne. Thank you for joining me. And thank you to everyone that took the time to join me here on Facebook and here on Instagram. I hope that I was able to teach you something today or spread a little happiness in your life at the very least. So next week, we'll try to do this again. So we'll do it at 1 p.m. Atlantic time, both on the Facebook and both on the Instagram. Once again, thanks again for joining me. I really, really do appreciate it. Have a great day. It's sunny here in Halifax. I hope it's sunny where you are, but if it's not, it can still be sunny in your heart. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Oh, and hoorah.